First live stream here. I don't even know if we're going to get anybody. Obviously, I'm not that big of a streamer. I'm small channel, but just figured I'd try this for the first time here. Just kind of hanging out on a Thursday night. See a couple people in. If you're here, let me know who you are. Um, we'll just have some fun with this, answer some questions. Pretty slow day out there doing this gig life here today. Didn't really make any money, but good times, good times. If you're here, let me know. We'll just kind of hang around for a few minutes. I don't plan on staying on too long, just seeing if anybody shows up. If not, I got a video to work on for editing, so no worries there. Hey, welcome everybody in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so here. Cruising with Corey first live stream. Of course, I'm not in the car, which is what the algorithm likes us to be doing, but working on that. I know there's a lot of people who get a lot of traction here in this world doing the live streams actually in the car, or even just if you're not live dashing, even doing it in the car. But I don't have another phone for that, so we'll work on that. But just figured I'd say hello and see if we can have a little chat. I know a lot of people in this space have been backing off. I know the Chuck chats. I used to look forward to those every week, every Wednesday. And of course, Chuck, who was my biggest inspiration really to get into this. I've been doing this gig work for, what are we doing, 3 years now? Been doing this gig work for about 3 years now. And Chuck was the one who got me into doing this. He literally said, if you got a camera, you may as well be doing this. Why not? Hey, what's up, 6'6"? Really enjoyed your stuff. I believe you're the one who uses the meta glasses for your content. I'm actually, I got an eye appointment in a few weeks. I'm actually looking to get those. So you were my inspiration on that. A lot of good stuff that you're doing. But yeah, Chuck, he's out of the game now, but he was the one that got me into this. So kind of using his essence here to carry on these live streams. I watch a lot. Fran Dash Phoenix, I know if she's has some time, I know she'll pop in here, say hi. Try to catch as many of those dashes as I can. Yeah, absolutely, man. I caught on to you. I haven't gotten to see too much of them, but from what I did see, I liked your kind of content. There's a couple dashers, the content that they do. It's I've kind of morphed into that. And I like what you're doing. Someone like Travel JB Dasher, that kid ballooned. My God, he went from like 10,000 subscribers to I don't even know. He's pushing like 30 now, and I try to do some of that style that he does too. I just don't have the energy, and I don't have the dare I say the balls he has to get some of those crazy shots that he does. And he's just funnier than I am too. But I did do a lot of setup in the background for this. Eventually, it'd be nice to be able to get get 5, 10, 20 people watching these things. I did set up an ability to like actually do these as like fully interactive. Like if people wanted to come in on camera and, we could actually have like a physical like live discussion. I did set that up to be able to do that. Just like a simple link. So, but that'll happen in the future. Yeah, personality, man. It's difficult to come by personality. You either have it or you don't. But I'll tell you, it's really hard. And I'd be interested to hear your take on this. Like when you're doing your videos, obviously you're trying to get content, and you're trying to like you want to make a video, you got to like film stuff. You got to, make sure you're getting certain shots and getting certain angles and turning the recording on. But at the same time, like you're still trying to make money too. Like I imagine you're trying to make your money too. It's not just all just for fun. So sometimes I struggle with that balance. Like I'll go out and I'm like, I don't want to do this order, but I got to record something. And then if I don't record it, then it's like, well, what am I going to do? So It's kind of hard balancing that, I've found. But yeah, I did go out today. I got 2 Spark orders first thing this morning. It's really about it. The DoorDash orders were terrible. Still getting used to the fact that I have to schedule all the time now. It's not summer anymore. You can't just pop right in anymore and just log on to DoorDash whenever you want. I'm not gonna lie, just winging it, and I'll sit up there and I'll try to plan my jokes, and sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. Sometimes when a joke doesn't hit, uh, it's actually better for content that way. I had a lot of fun. The video I just released yesterday, which is actually kind of growing pretty decently. That video I did yesterday, I had a lot of fun doing that video, editing it together, making some jokes out of it. I really had a good time with it. And for you, 6 foot, the fact that you have those glasses, I feel like it's easier for you because I'm sure like the little LED light, because again, I'm probably going to have these glasses within a month, but bringing a GoPro into a restaurant with you is just awkward. Like, some people don't care what people think, and that's great. Like, some people just do not care, and they will just bring the camera, they'll put it right in your face. I have a lot of opinions on that, of just blatantly getting extra people in the shots. But that's what I'm looking forward to with those glasses is, I'm not going to get people in the shot that don't need to be in the shot. But, I'll record that shelf. I'll record that entryway into the restaurant just to get a little bit more like authenticity in the videos. So rather than having to hold another camera or getting a body mount, which I have, I'm getting better, but at the same time, I don't have the cojones there to, just go all in. Hey, look at me, I'm recording. Like, I can't do it. But yeah, there's a lot of kids, and there's grandparents and, people's houses, and I don't want to put names out there. There's a lot of good dashers. There's a lot of good gig recorders out there that I watch regularly, and I'll a lot of times say to myself, like, do you need that shot in there? Do you need to get the shot of the employees making the food? Like, they're just there struggling, probably pissed off because their day's, working in the restaurant industry. I've done that plenty of times. Do you need to get that shot in there? Like, you do have to balance that personal respect. But I do have a couple other videos. I made a couple travel videos. Didn't expect them to take off, and if anything, they kind of ruined my algorithm. But it is something that I'm already kind of thinking long term. I mean, I'm at like 450, 430, something like that. I'm kind of growing like 15 subscribers a week, I would say. Getting to that point now where I'm wondering, do I pivot, or where do I stand doing the gig videos in the long term? I do kind of fear that a little bit of, 3-4 years from now. I think I'm probably going to be doing gig work for another 3-4 years, something like that. But then I just wonder, what if I build 2,000-3,000 subscribers out there? I do like doing the travel content. My family likes doing stuff. I like recording it, but if people aren't going to watch it, I don't know what to do. So these are the kind of things in the back of my mind. Yeah, constructive criticism. If you got someone who's on your side, I got like 3 people on will comment on every single video that I watch, and surprisingly, none of the 3 of them are in this chat. I tried posting some reminders on it, but yeah, it's great when you can get a following. That's the part of Fran Dash Phoenix. Someone who I met off of Chuck's channel. She has such an audience. Like, literally, her lives are not even, like, she's not even doing lives for the sake of, like, growing. I mean, she's trying to grow the channel, but it's like, it's almost just like a friend meetup. And because she's out of Phoenix and I'm in the East Coast, I can't stay awake from them long enough. But it's literally like inside jokes. It's literally just a friend hangout. And once you get monetized to the point where, you're monetized and you're literally getting paid to do your videos and to do your lives and just talk to your friends, it's literally like a dream come true. Um, that's my kind of dream with these lives. But uh, appreciate you hanging out with me, 6 foot. Again, I think I already subscribed to you. I'll make sure I hit the bell for the next one. Maybe I'll DM you. I don't even know if I can DM you if you have an email or anything, but I might be interested if any tips or tricks you have on those glasses when I get them. Um, but and if there's anybody else here that wants to have a little word, just say hi. Just let me know that you're here. I see we got 4 concurrent right now. I'm talking to 1, so that means there's 3 other people out here in cyberspace. So don't be shy. We're just here to kind of talk, meet up. I am going to try. So, like I was saying earlier, for those who were here, I don't have another. I can't like live dash, like take orders while recording on the go because I don't have two phones for that. But I might do an on the go live next week. Maybe I'll try to do an on the go one in the car, and I don't know, try to coordinate something. And I know there's a lot of growth potential with doing these lives, so but we'll hang out for like 5 more minutes. Again, if it's just me and 6 foot, believe me, I'm fine with that. Having anyone, I was worried I wouldn't have anybody to talk to, so having one person to talk to is certainly better than anything. Um, but yeah, I started a video today. It wasn't even busy enough, so I don't even know if I'll release it or if I'll just kind of combine 2 days together. I don't know if you've ever done that, where like if you don't have a busy enough day, do you just release a short video or do you combine 2 days together into one? Debating doing some challenges too. I have never done earn by time. My acceptance rate on DoorDash is down to 2, and I'm proud of that. But I am debating doing for the content, maybe on like a dead spark day where I can log in. Maybe I do my first earn by time shift. My wife, who stopped dashing last year, she did a couple earn by time shifts, and they weren't terrible for her. Because I actually feel like if you can get on earn by time when it's dead, you may actually make more money. Because if there's not a lot of orders to go around and you're on earn by time, they don't have like as many orders to sift through to like give you all the no tip ones. So I feel like you're more apt to actually get tipped orders when it's slow on earn by time. So that's my logic. It could be 100% wrong, and it probably is, but I'm debating it. Uber a lot of times has the flat rate pay, Uber Eats, for like $21 an hour. But I will not do that because our Uber Eats will send you like 35 miles away, and we'll have package deliveries on Uber Eats going 80 miles, literally. So won't do that. But yeah, trying to diversify myself. Still afraid to do Walmart Spark on camera too much, but that's been picking up for me. So I'm like really kind of getting wishy-washy on how I handle Walmart Spark so I don't turn into the next Pedro and Chuck and getting deactivated. But that's where I'm thinking. Tomorrow's a Friday, so hopefully I can get a good DoorDash video out. DoorDash Friday nights have been pretty good lately. Even though it's getting dark earlier and I hate dashing at night, mainly because of my glasses and my stigmatism. Nighttime is just terrible for my vision. But, that's what you got to make your money. You got to get over it. Got to risk it for the biscuit. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up in a minute. It looks like we're dropping off here. So thanks for popping by, 6 foot. Good talking to you. We'll keep in touch here in the gig world. Again, maybe I have the ability to do collabs. Maybe one day we can have a little mash our audiences together and do a little collab, I wouldn't mind doing that. I have like the OBS thing set up so that I can do that. Yeah, $300. Haven't done one of those in a long time, especially primarily on Spark. I feel like with me being less picky, 300 is pretty easy to do on the weekends if I'm not picky, but I'm just picky, mainly with Instacart. But yeah, I think we'll probably, what is this, 20 minutes, but you know, it's a start. I'll do them regularly. It gets a video out a week. Try to get some more people coming in. Maybe we'll get a little audience, but nice little start to things here. Thanks for coming out, and we'll try this again next week. Maybe we'll get a little bit more of a crowd here to hang out with us. Oh, I got someone in here. What software do I use? I use OBS. There's two different versions of OBS. There's OBS Studio, which I do use because I actually have another channel that I do. It's like a gaming related channel with esports that I manage. So I use OBS Studio for that, but for this I'm just using OBS Streamlabs because it has all the chat and, you know, funky functionality. OBS Streamlabs. There is like StreamYard that I know people will use. It's very simple, but I kind of know a little bit more of the ins and outs of it. And if anybody's watching the VOD of this, again, in the description, I do have a coffee link. I know super chats, I can't do any of that yet. I have gotten in the past. People ask, how do I support you? Can't super chat, even when I get 500, which I'll probably hit 500 relatively soon. I'm not going to have the watch hours for any of the fancy stuff like that. So I did put a little link down there. It's no pressure or anything like that. But, and then I also have an email. So if anybody wants to get in touch with me for a question, a collab, anything like that, it's cruisinwithcorey94@gmail.com. I think you can get it in the description or in my YouTube channel. You can click on it and get it that way. Absolutely. But we'll wrap this up. I am free next Thursday too. So try it again next Thursday too. If I do 2 in a row, maybe it'll push it out to more people. Stay tuned. I believe I'll probably get another video out tomorrow or Saturday. Trying to get to 3 a week is the goal. And I'm not hitting that, so I got to kick myself into gear. But thanks everyone for tuning out. And we will catch you. Oh, Fran. Now I got to stay because Fran's here. I was just wrapping up, and now everyone's coming in. Hey, Fran. Just was actually talking about you earlier. In a good way. In a good way. I got till realistically 10 o'clock, so I'm not in an actual rush to leave if people are actually here chatting. 10 o'clock, I got something I got to do. 10 o'clock Eastern time, so I technically got like 35 minutes to hang out. Yeah, Fred, I was just talking to 6'6" Dasher here. I met him last week. Subscribe to his channel. He does a lot of videos on the Meta glasses. Yep. I know those boring YouTube peoples try to be fancy and they won't let me. But I'm gonna try to work on that next week. I was talking to people. I might try to get a actually a dash on the go next week. But yeah, we were talking to 6'6" Dasher here, and I was telling him about your lives. How your lives are basically friend meetups, and now that you're monetized, you basically get paid to hang out with your friends, which is the coolest thing ever. It's kind of my goal. I'll get there eventually. How was your day? Did you dash today? I know it's still dinner time for you, so you might even be out right now. Yeah, 9:30 my time right now. I literally only got like 2 Spark orders, and there was no DoorDashes that I could realistically take today. AR down to 2%, record low, but usually Fridays I can get it back up to like 10 or 15 because I will take more orders over the weekends. But oh my god, 2 a.m. I know you got to do it. I know I saw one of your videos. You said that's your money time is overnights. I'm a little sissy. I don't like being out past 9 o'clock. I mean, I'm not that much younger than you either. I'm 36, but I swear I can't stay up past 10 o'clock to save my life. But you have a lot more going on out there than I do. I thought I was leaving too, and then Fran came in. Like I told you, I figured she would pop in if she had time. No, you're fine. You guys are fine. I was expecting to talk to myself for 20 minutes and then log off. Fred, how dare you have such a high AR? Who are you? I was telling 6 foot that I might actually do an earn by time challenge next week, which in my area, obviously you're more city-ish. Well, being in Phoenix, you're more city. I know it's not like a city like where you are from the videos I see, but rather commercial. Out here, as rural as it is, earn by time is going to be brutal, but I think I'm going to do an earn by time video next week. How did that feel? 72? Oh my god, I can't be friends with someone who's on the dashing platform, the dashing yuppie scale. I take back all the nice things I said. Yeah, I mean, the problem I have with the scale, I've never been on a tier. That's the word I was looking for. I've never been on a tier ever. Because I feel like the amount of trash you have to take to get to like the good orders is not worth it. Like you're going to get all the trash and then you're going to get to the top tier and then you're still going to get trash like. Oh yeah, Fran, I should tell you too, I did actually implement funky technology here where I did actually make this so that in the future, if and when I ever get popular, we could actually do like a collab video, like kind of like a Zoomish style thing here on our lives, which could be fun. I know there's funky ways to do it in YouTube, but I'm not that good yet, but not worth it in your area. Oh, platinum, no, I have never been on a tier, ever. And my problem is, I don't know if 6 foot you do Spark at all or grocery at all, but I get in like rhythms, where like if I get into a grocery rhythm, I could get the best DoorDash order in the world, and I just won't want to take it. Because it's like when you get a $60 Spark order or $65, $70 Instacart order, it's like I don't care like how good the DoorDash order is that comes after it, like an 8 for 2. It doesn't hit the same. Like so, it's like I'll do a $70 order and I'll see an 8 for 2. I'm like, it's $8. Why do I want $8 when I can get a $60 order? So then I have to like retrain my brain. Ooh. It's funny. I had someone in my comments last year because I did a video just basically shitting on my Walmart for how bad it is. And he actually said that, what's your store number? I'm going to look up your store and find out why it's so bad. I don't even know if that's doable, but that was funny. Tons of illegal accounts. Well, I don't even want to say that. They're illegal accounts. Me and a couple buddies, we've done recon, we've talked to people, and we're starting to believe that some of the people that we thought were illegals just are real. They are authentic. Like they've passed enough of the tests. I think in my area, it's mainly just a saturation thing. And I feel like if you work for the customer service, like if there's people who don't speak very good of English, which I can't either apparently, I feel like their customer ratings will go down enough to where you'll get prioritized again. That's kind of been happening for me. I've been doing better on Spark, but the problem with Spark is the mileage. Yeah, I know. I want to sound political. illegal. There's different ways to be illegal. We have a immigration situation here in the Northeast. I'll leave it there. I don't want to take this down a rabbit hole. So we've had questions of both sides here, but a lot of people who have extra accounts certainly here. But I've been doing better. It's just like today, for example, 40 for 20. Mathematically, it's $2 a mile. You can get it done in an hour, but do you really want to go 20 miles and then maybe the round trip ends up being like 35? These are the decisions you have to make now on Spark. The grocery delivery range is like 25 miles now. It's ridiculous. So it's just I feel like you can still make money, but you're driving a lot more for it. And if you're driving that much more for it, are you actually making money? It's just it's a decision you didn't have to make. I think maybe that would actually be a fun video. Is I can go through my Spark earnings from like 2022 and show people, like, I don't know exactly what the order would be like mileage wise, if it was a shop, whatever, but like even just showing the base pays I used to get in 2022. Yep. Like I remember this so vividly. I did a 70 item shop. It was very heavy. It was a 2-carriage shop. It was a lot of sodas in 2022, and it was only going 7 miles. Like 70 items, 7 miles. The base pay was $72. And this was in like 2022, early 2023. Like, oh my God. Now, the base pay is $11, which I'll give $11 credit. That's the base pay for a shop. It's better than Instacart. It's better than Shipped. Shipped has just died. I haven't done a Shipped order in a month. It's better than DoorDash. But yeah, it's starting to fall off a cliff. Yeah, talking to your team. Well, I respect you I respect the hustle. I respect it more so that you manage Walmart. I know that can't be an easy job. Can't double dip. Yeah, I had a conversation with the guy in the deli one day. He was like, "How do I do that?" And I'm like, "I don't think you can, bro." Would you be able to pick an Uber Eats order up from Walmart 6 foot? Or do you have Uber Eats Walmart pickups at your store? We don't have them as often as we used to, but they still pop up every now and then. I know it's technically not Spark, but you'd be picking up from your own store. Yeah, we used to a couple summers ago. We used to get Uber Eats orders. Our curbside department was just a hot mess. It was terrible. You would go out, like, they would be 3 hours, 4 hours a day behind on orders, and customers would just get backed up and backed up and backed up, and like Ubers would max surge. You would get a triple stack order on Uber Eats Walmart, and I know Uber Eats, their max pay was $35. It is to this day. Uber Eats' max pay is $35 per order. You would literally get a Spark order popping up, a 3 batch for $130 on Uber Eats. Now you had to wait 4 hours for it because they were that far behind, but you literally had people camping in the parking lot for 3 or 4 hours for like $100+ Uber orders. Those days are over with. They've toned down the amount of curbsides they'll take. We never have curbside issues anymore, but we also don't have good curbside orders. All right, so looks like we got 5 people. We got 2 in the chat, so those 3 rogue people that are watching, at least say hi. I appreciate that. You don't have to say too much. I am gonna wrap this up, legitimately. Let Fran get back to dashing. Let 6 foot get back to managing his Walmart. Little side thing about Corey, as you may be able to tell in the background, I have a lot of racing stuff. So I manage a YouTube channel that is about esports, esports racing. It's actually a side hustle for me. What hours do I work? See, I'm never going to leave. I work mother's hours, basically. No, I'll answer this question because this is good. You know, it teaches us about each other. And it's kind of answers. It kind of tells you why I do what I do. So my wife, I worked in sales I worked in restaurants, and then I worked in sales, and I had a sales job. My wife had a work at home job. We were going to double team incomes. Everything was going to be amazing. She got laid off. And I was doing my sales job, you know, being the breadwinner. And then my wife got back into work, and we couldn't afford childcare. The hours didn't allow us to do our plan that we had, so we had to make a decision: who works and who stay at home. So I let her do the career, let her do her thing. She has an amazing job that she loves, and I had to quit my sales job, and now I'm doing this. And there's some weeks that I make what I was making at my sales job, and there's weeks where I would make more money being a greeter at Walmart. And it's kind of like flip or flop, which week is which. But so I work mother's hours, like 9 to 2. I pick the kids up from school, take them to their activities on days that they have them, and then I usually go back out at night from like 5 to whenever it stops being busy. So I still kind of get 8 hours in a day. I'd say on a weekday, I'd like to make 150. On a weekday, I'd like to make 100 to 150. I'd say 150 is a great day. 100 is a good day on a weekday. Some days like today, you don't even do that. On weekends, I've really been setting my target. I'm kind of more free for all on the weekends. I can do whatever, unless we have family activities. Yeah, I spend time with the kids, and that's the hardest part of this now is this situation. Is that I make the most money on the weekends naturally between grocery and food. Like if you can be out all day on a weekend on a Saturday, you could probably make $300-400 easy. But you know, we do a lot of stuff. We go on vacations. Like I made a couple travel videos. We have other things planned. You know, we want to go apple picking. There's a couple other events we want to do, and some of them I'm going to bring the camera to for all 4 people that'll watch those videos. But then it's like, all right, I'm losing a big money day if I spend time with my family. So it's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I did, but where I live in southeastern Massachusetts. It's not big enough out here. So it's like, I could turn them. They basically timed out. I know I tried to deliver that and delivered, but you just don't get anything out here. There's actually, I did a video last week on Dovetail, which is a submit your earnings app. That pays me $20 a week, $30 a week. But I've actually been doing these survey apps, not surveys like, you know, the ones where you do 30 questions for $1.50, but like there's these apps where you basically sign up for like field studies. Like I got paid $150 a couple weeks ago. Listen to this. I got paid $150 to meet a researcher at Walmart and talk to them about razors for 45 minutes. They were, you know, you sign up with your information and they say, you're the person we're looking for. We want to talk to you. And you get paid a really good amount of money, you know, $20 an hour, $50 an hour, $100 an hour, just to do these little field studies. And on average, I've been making like at least $100 a week doing that. It's a couple good ones. Maybe I'll do a video on those. Dovetail is legit. Did you try it, Fran? You get paid on Fridays. The only thing, so Uber on Dovetail fills up instantly. Oh, you're homeschooling Caleb. That's awesome. I know public schools these days, I don't know what the reason is, and you don't need to tell me, but I know public schools these days they can be scary. We did have that conversation as well. But yeah, Dovetail, I'm not going to lie. I'll give out my secrets. I stay up until midnight on Sunday nights. I do my gaming channel on Sunday nights anyways. So I stay up till Sunday night because the Uber one fills out instantly. Like literally, boom. Like I wake at 9 o'clock in the morning, they were done filling up Uber submissions. But DoorDash is usually open for the rest of the week before they fill up. And if anybody does rideshare, Lyft is there. But either way, $20 a week. And if you use the link in my description, if you've never signed up, you'll get the bonus $10. Obviously, I get a little kickback from it too, but you'll get an extra $10 if you sign up with that link that I got, that I put in that video. And yeah, it's Thursday now, but yeah, so for you, so it's midnight Eastern, it resets. I don't know, it might even reset Sunday night at 9 o'clock for you, but definitely try it next week. I'll guarantee you'll at least get $10 if you do DoorDash, Fran. So you'll get $10 for DoorDash. If you get lucky and they haven't filled up on Uber, you'll get $10 extra. And same goes for you, 6 foot. Look at my dovetail video. Super easy. You don't even got to watch the video. Just get the link out of it. Gets $20 a week. Yes, you're technically selling your data. And I know some people will be like, me, I don't want to sell my data. Well, whatever. We're all hustling, and I'll sell my data for $20. At 5 years from now, that might be a regret when base pays go down, but I'm hoping 5 years from now that I'm not doing this anymore. So easy money. And maybe I'll do a video on those other apps. For example, I got paid $150 last week to do about a 45-minute thing on my phone about my car. Like, I answered questions about my car and my seat belts and what makes me feel safe in my car and all these questions. And I got paid $150. Like, there's money to be made in this world. You just have to be really creative to find it. But absolutely, I'm glad you were able to pop in, Fran. You've been, again, meeting you has been one of the coolest things, and I'm going to definitely get in more of your lives if I could stay up late enough for them during the day. Thanks for 6 foot as well, and I'll catch you guys later. Really appreciate you coming out.